You know, when you think about our global economy, there are literally trillions of dollars locked up in physical things. We're talking cargo on ships, buildings in our cities, machinery in factories. But what if you could unlock all that value, make it as fluid and accessible as digital cash? Well, today we're going to explore how BeZhas Enterprise is building the digital bridge to do exactly that. So let's dive in and see how they're pulling this off.
Okay, before we go any further, let's just get this straight. Forget the buzzwords for a second. This right here is the core idea behind everything we're about to talk about. BeZhas isn't trying to sell you on fancy technology just for the sake of it. They're selling a powerful, tangible business outcome, a direct, measurable cut to your operational expenses. It's all about real savings and new efficiencies, period. We're going to break this down into 4 key parts. First, we'll look at the fundamental problem of trust that costs businesses a fortune. Then, we'll pop the hood and see the engine BeZhas has built to solve it. After that, we'll see how this is already changing whole industries in the real world, and finally, we'll walk through how any business can get started with this technology today. So let's jump right into that first point, building a new standard of trust. You see, at the heart of almost every single business transaction, especially when physical goods are involved, there's a constant battle against one thing: friction.
Just think about it for a second. A shipment shows up and it's damaged. Who's at fault? A payment is tied up in a 60-day invoice cycle. How do you get access to that capital? Every single one of these issues means more people, more paperwork, and more time to sort it all out. That's operational friction, and it costs businesses billions, slowing down the entire global economy.
And this is the core question BeZhas is really trying to answer. What if trust wasn't something you had to manually manage and argue over, but something you could just automate? Imagine a world where proof of quality, delivery confirmation, and payment all happen instantly, all based on verifiable data, not on long, drawn-out disputes. How is that even possible?
Well, that is exactly where the BeZhas automation engine comes in. It's the technology that takes this idea of automated trust and turns it into a practical, powerful reality for your business. Now, this engine is built on 3 core pillars. First, a way to represent your physical assets in the digital world. Second, a smart escrow that actually uses AI to verify quality. And third, a bridge that connects all of this to the software you're already using. Let's break each of those down.
The big idea here is all about unlocking liquidity. Think about a massive, valuable asset, like a commercial building. It's tough to sell quickly, and you can't really sell it in small pieces. It's illiquid. Well, the RWA tokenization engine can convert that single large asset into tradable digital shares or tokens. And just like that, you can sell a fraction of it, raise new capital, or use it as collateral in ways that were just impossible before.
Okay, this is where things get really cool. This is where AI and blockchain come together. Imagine a shipment of medicine that has to stay cold. A smart contract holds the payment in escrow. It will only release those funds when an IoT sensor or an AI visual scan confirms the cargo stayed at the right temperature and arrived undamaged. See, this doesn't just resolve disputes, it prevents them from ever happening in the first place. And this third pillar is really what makes it all practical. You don't have to rip out and replace all of your current systems. The universal bridge connects the software you already use every day, your Web 2 systems like SAP or Shopify, directly to the automated trust layer of the blockchain, or Web 3. An order in your existing e-commerce store can now automatically trigger a secure, transparent transaction on the blockchain. So that's the technology. Pretty neat, right? But what does it actually do for a business in the real world? Let's look at a concrete example. Logistics is the perfect place to see this in action. On the left, you've got the old way, slow, paper-based, full of risk and potential for fraud. And on the right, you have the BeZhas way, a digital twin of the cargo that's completely fraud-proof, payments that get released instantly on confirmed delivery, and trust that's literally baked into the system itself.
The heart of this transformation is the BeZhas Cargo Manifest NFT. Now, don't think of this as a piece of digital art. Think of it more like a super secure, tamper-proof digital passport for your cargo. It combines the bill of lading, the certificate of origin, and the packing list into a single, fraud-proof digital asset that serves as a legally recognized, transferable proof of ownership.
And this leads directly back to that original promise of OpEx reduction. BeZhas projects a staggering 70% reduction in costs related to claims departments and fraud. By automating all that verification and quality control, the whole dispute process just gets streamlined, leading to direct, measurable savings. That's huge. But look, this principle of creating a secure digital twin, it's not just for shipping containers. It can be applied to almost any high-value physical asset you can think of, across a massive range of industries. I mean, just imagine it, tokenizing a hotel to raise funds for a big renovation, or a fleet of commercial trucks to secure a loan. You could even tokenize future agricultural harvests to get the financing you need today. Any high-value physical asset can be digitally represented, split into shares, and turned into a liquid financial instrument.
So you might be wondering, how do the people holding these tokens actually earn a return? Let's stick with that hotel example. As the hotel generates revenue, that income gets deposited into what's called the BeZhas vault. Then, the vault automatically distributes dividends to all the token holders in the form of BeZhas coin, which is the platform's utility and rewards token.
So what does this all mean for an asset owner? It means you're no longer just earning from the asset's traditional yield. You're stacking revenue streams. You're earning dividends from the tokenization, and you can even use those tokens as collateral to get DeFi loans, opening up entirely new ways to generate revenue from the exact same physical asset.
Okay, all of this sounds really powerful, but how accessible is it? This final piece of the puzzle is the on-ramp, making this technology simple enough for any business to adopt.
To make adoption as easy as possible, BeZhas has created a universal SDK. You can think of it like a library of pre-built code modules for all these major industries. So whether you're in real estate or agriculture, instead of building from scratch, there's a tool set ready to go, which drastically cuts down on development time and cost.
The goal here is just pure simplicity. BeZhas is designed to be a layer of trust that plugs right into your existing workflow, not something that disrupts it. For developers, that means a simple NPM package. For businesses, it means no-code plugins for platforms you're already using, like Shopify. And BeZhas has created a really clear path for adoption. You can actually start with the free tier just to record and validate data on-chain. When you're ready to automate payments, you can move up to the pro tier, which uses that automated escrow. And for big corporations, there's a full enterprise solution with custom integrations.
Ultimately, it all comes down to this. The technology is finally here to shift your resources away from just managing disputes and towards creating brand new value. So the question for every business is no longer if, but when you will integrate this new standard of automated trust.
By building this bridge between the physical and digital worlds, BeZhas is offering businesses a clear path to a more efficient, transparent, and liquid future. Thanks so much for tuning in to this explainer.